this a little bit. Here, let me see if I can help you for a second.
When people come in, it will automatically shrink my
Okay.
screen,
Well,
but okay.
do that a little bit. Here, let
Here we
me
go.
see if I can help you for a
Oh, they
second.
got two screens. When people come in, it will automatically shrink my
Okay.
screen,
Well,
but okay.
do
Because then you can
that
just
a
click
little
back
bit.
and forth. You know what I
Here.
mean?
You
Okay.
can see
So
yourself.
this
on
is
both
Zoom and
screens.
this is YouTube.
Yeah,
When people
exactly.
come in, it will automatically shrink. That's why it was,
Well,
I think because of the.
wait, you
Because
guys
then you can just
you
click
scooted
back
it
and
all the
forth.
way back
You know what I
up.
mean?
Okay.
You can see
So
yourself.
this
on
is
both
Zoom and
screens.
this is.
I was trying to make it so that you could see yourself.
I know, that's why it was,
Well,
I think because of the.
okay. Wait,
So-
you guys you scooted it all the way back up.
Now,
You can
here's
see
the deal.
yourself.
This is Zoom.
It's
It's
repeated. I was
repeated.
trying to make it so that you could see yourself.
I know, that's why.
So,
I think.
hello. Mic check, 1, 2. Hello. Mic check, 1, 2. Hello. Mic check, 1, 2. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hold on. Hello. Hello. Okay, so now you just can't hear it on YouTube.
What'd you do?
I muted it on YouTube. Hold on. It's like really delayed. Yes, you see now it's just. Hold on. It's like really delayed.
At least now it's not repeating itself. Hey, Coco.
Okay.
You muted. You gotta unmute yourself to let me
I'm
know.
gonna go to the store. You just want limes?
Hmm?
You just want limes?
Yeah.
There we go.
And cilantro.
It's swipe off of it.
If you muted, you got unmute yourself to let me know.
You just, use not one.
All right,
Yeah.
the Zoom streaming to YouTube is weird, and I don't necessarily understand what's happening. Like there's a repeat that happens. It's like replaying and repeating everything that happens. So if we can just hang out and see if anybody else wants to come in and talk in the meantime.
It's swipe off of it.
If you muted, you got unmute yourself to let me know.
You just, use not one.
All right,
Yeah.
the Zoom streaming to YouTube is weird, and I don't necessarily understand what's happening. Like there's a repeat that happens. It's like replaying and repeating everything that happens. So if we can just hang out and see if anybody else wants to come in and talk in the meantime.
It's swipe off of it.
If you muted, you got unmute yourself to let me know.
You just,
Maybe because I've got both windows open. It's creating some kind of feedback. I just muted the YouTube connection. I'm gonna see if I can pick it up actually on YouTube. Oh, there's my live. I'm not sure how far back delayed this is. It's kind of weird. Like I muted myself on YouTube, but it can't hear me now. I'm not sure how far back delayed this is. Four score and 7 years ago. 4 score and 7 years ago. Four score and 7 years ago. 4 score and 7 years ago. Okay, am I coming across on YouTube? 4 score and 7 years ago. 4 score and 7 years ago. Okay, am I coming across on YouTube? Okay. 4 score and 7 years ago. 4 score and 7 years ago. Why do I get that feedback? Okay, am I coming across on YouTube? Okay. 4 score and 7 years ago. Why do I get that feedback? Okay, thank you, friend for UA 724 for saying you can hear me. I don't understand. the technology. I don't know why I'm getting feedback and it's stressing me out. I'm trying to figure out what I've got turned on that needs to be turned off. I don't understand the technology. I don't know why I'm getting feedback and it's stressing me out, trying to figure out what I've got turned on that needs to be turned off. I don't understand the technology. I don't know why I'm getting feedback and it's stressing me out, trying to figure out what I've got turned on that needs to be turned off. So friend, or at friend for UA 724, yes, you can ask questions. And what I've got turned on that needs to be turned off. I also have a Zoom link if you wanted to join me on Zoom. Or yes, you can ask questions. And I plan to be on this platform till 8 o'clock. So I'm just going to try and work on things and figure out what's going on that I'm getting this feedback. I plan to be on this platform till 8 o'clock. So I'm just going to try and work on things and figure out what's going on that I'm getting this feedback. I'm streaming live on YouTube using Zoom and I'm getting feedback. Why is that? I'm streaming live on YouTube using Zoom and I'm getting feedback. Why is that? I'm streaming live on YouTube using Zoom and I'm getting feedback. Why is that? Okay, I muted YouTube, the YouTube stream on my computer. I want to see if I'm still getting feedback or this repeat. So let's see what happens. Okay, I muted YouTube, the YouTube stream on my computer. I want to see if I'm still getting feedback.
The way it's coming across as if you're delayed,
Let's see.
like I'm seeing you in real time on the Zoom, and then
Yeah,
in a,
there is going to be a delay on YouTube. So the communication between you and I on the Zoom should
mhm.
be almost automatic, and then it'll play 10 seconds later on the actual YouTube.
Okay,
Yeah, there is going to be a delay on YouTube. So the communication between you and I on the Zoom. Yeah, so I shouldn't try and watch myself live on on
right,
YouTube while I'm streaming. I need to be on the Zoom, talking on the Zoom, not worried about what's happening on YouTube. But the thing that makes that difficult is then communicating with people in the chat.
right. Print for UA724 asks, where can I find the Zoom link?
So is there
I'm
a,
trying to figure out how I even got here because
you got there because
I went
I
through the
said,
invite on the calendar.
yeah, no, and I set it up to automatically re-invite you. Like it's gonna
Oh,
automatically re-invite you to the Zoom
no,
call.
but it gave me a whole nother app. It went through Otter and then through, I'm like, wait,
Oh,
what?
because yeah, I have Otter AI automatically recording stuff and it just automatically comes in and like takes over.
Oh,
I don't
I was
even know
confused.
how all that works, to tell you the God's honest truth. This is one of the things that's most annoying about me. It's like I can't use technology unless I understand it.
No worries, no worries.
So we got to think about how can we allow people to have access to the Zoom link if they want to have that access. That's so crazy. I thought my hair was sideways. It's one of them birds in the back. Um, how we can get them access to the Zoom link if they want to come on the Zoom.
Are you able to pin it in the YouTube chat?
I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can actually copy it from Zoom.
Because we would definitely need that in order for them to be able to talk
Right. Yeah,
on
if
the
it's going to
live
be
to
a
be able to
voice to
show it
voice
in YouTube. Yeah.
conversation, they
Right,
got to be
right,
on the Zoom.
right. Okay.
All right. So copy invitation. I got the copy invitation. So now if I go to here, I'm trying to see if I can get into the live chat to paste the link. So it doesn't show me. I can't tell how to get into,
Okay. Let's
be
take a
able
look
to
here.
type into the
Yeah,
Zoom
you
or type
basically have to
into the
be
live.
you have to be on the same device to do the copy paste, I believe.
Well, what I did was
Let's
I
see.
sent it to Lily. Let me see if I can do it on this phone. wondering, oh, okay, here it is. Copy the link. Now I'm gonna go to,
I wonder if all they need is the meeting ID. If hmm. Inside join meeting. Okay, I wonder if this is it. I wonder if all they need is the meeting ID. If hmm. Inside join meeting. Okay, I wonder if this is it. I wonder if all they need is the meeting ID. If
Atlandra 26 ABCF says, and I have the Zoom streaming on another device. I just tried to send
this is it.
I just, oh, well. Okay.
Let's see if that
I
works.
just sent Atlandra 26 ABCF says, and I have the Zoom streaming on another device. I just tried to send this. Trying to okay. Okay. I just sent the Zoom link in the chat. I just had to join on a different device.
Yeah, it
Okay.
didn't come up as a hyperlink when I. Okay, so where it says join
Do you
meeting.
see it? Because it's orange. At Bearcat Body on my screen is orange, and then the hyperlink is blue. So at Landra 26 ABCF, if you can use that link, and let me
That's
know.
me. I think if I had to set up a whole different YouTube channel, because that's just my personal one. So it's actually Friends for You A724. If you could click the hyperlink.
Nancy, can you hear me?
I wonder, does Nancy need to
Nancy,
unmute or not?
I'm sorry. Nancy, you're joined. If you want to unmute yourself. Nancy, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Hi.
Hi. I'm the one I was friend for you in the chat.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You helped me out so much.
I wonder,
Wow.
does Nancy need
Nancy,
to unmute or not?
I'm sorry. Nancy, you're joined. If you want to unmute yourself. Okay. I don't know what's playing back now. I got to figure out.
Hi.
I got something playing
I'm the
back.
one I was friend for you in the chat.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You helped me out so much.
I wonder, does Nancy need to unmute?
All right. Hang on. Let me turn this. Okay, Nancy, can you still hear me?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. All right, maybe I've got it working correctly now. How are you doing?
I'm doing
Okay, Nancy?
fantastic.
Well, thank you so much for joining the live. Thank you so much for all your help. Coco, can you mute yourself or can I mute you?
All right, maybe I've got it working correctly now.
Coco,
How are you doing?
I still like there's still
Okay,
something
you-
playing back. I still got something.
Well, thank you so much for joining the live. Thank you so much for all your help. Coco, can you mute yourself or can I mute you? All right, maybe I've got it.
Yeah, I was muted. It's just
Yeah, you were
replaying for
muted,
some
I know.
reason.
I've got something playing back and I don't know what.
Playing back. I still got something. Well, thank you so much for joining the live. Thank you so much for all your help. Coco, can you mute yourself? Or can I mute you? All right, maybe I've got it.
Yeah, I was muted. It's just
Yeah, you were
replaying for some
muted.
reason.
There's some, I've got some form somewhere playing. All right, I'm just shutting down all the apps on phones with YouTube up. So now I'm in a situation where I can't hear myself. So let me know if anybody can hear me.
Apps on phones
I can hear you.
with YouTube up.
Still repeating.
So now I'm in a situation where I can't hear myself. So let me know if anybody can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
YouTube up.
All right. Can anybody hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
So now I'm in a situation where I can't hear myself.
Okay.
So let me know if anybody
Okay.
can hear me.
Anyway,
Yes, I can hear
Nancy, I'm sure you didn't come on here to try and help me work through my technology woes.
Right.
So why don't you just tell me a little bit about you and why you're jumping on my live?
So it was amazing. I actually found you a couple months ago.
Anyway, Nancy, I'm sure you didn't come on here to try and help me work through my technology woes. Right. So why don't you just tell me a little bit about you and why you're jumping on my live?
So I placed my first order. Amazing. I actually found you a couple months ago.
Anyway, Nancy, I'm sure you.
All right, Nancy, did you hear me?
Yeah. I placed my first order and I got the revival.
Coco, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you. Is your volume on your YouTube? Is that up? Maybe that's the reason why we're hearing the feedback or the extra. I don't know because I'm hearing it twice. Yes, I can hear you. Is your volume on your YouTube?
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to be using headphones. I think maybe the speaker in the laptop causes this
Okay.
problem.
I'm hearing it twice. Yes, I can hear you.
So I don't actually have headphones that I can plug in right now.
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to be using headphones. I think maybe the speaker in the laptop causes this problem. So I don't actually have headphones that I can plug in right now. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to be using headphones. I think maybe the speaker in the laptop causes this problem.
Yeah, I think it is the speaker in the laptop issue. I was asking ChatGPT why I was getting this repeat. So it says the same audio is being captured twice or looping back into Zoom. Think of it like a microphone hearing its own speaker. The most common reasons your microphone is picking up your speakers. So if your computer speakers are on, your mic hears the audio coming out of the speakers and sends it back into the Zoom.
Back into Zoom. Think of it like a microphone hearing its own.
The fix is to use headphones or earbuds, lower the speaker volume, or move the microphone farther from the speakers.
On, your mic.
Oh,
Out of the speakers and send it back into the Zoom.
so maybe what I need to do is actually use my microphone.
The fix is to use headphones or earbuds, lower the speaker volume, or move the microphone farther from the speaker. Oh. And maybe what I need to do is actually use my microphone.
A minute. All right, this might be the fix. Okay. Let's see if this solves the problem. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Nancy. Coco, can you hear me?
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
Excellent. Does anybody getting feedback?
Let's see if this solves the problem.
Oh,
Nope, we're
yes,
getting the
it is.
feedback. Here it comes.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Nancy. Coco,
All
can you-
right. I'm gonna have to figure
I
this
can hear
out
you.
at, like another time because there's
Are you
something
getting feedback?
weird going on. I don't know.
Oh,
Nope, we're
Yes,
getting
it is.
feedback. Here it comes.
okay. What
Let's see.
about, because this only happened when you had the,
Coco,
All
when
right.
the YouTube,
I'm gonna have to figure this out.
because it wasn't doing this, what, yesterday when we tried out the Zoom.
Well, I wasn't streaming yesterday. It was just the Zoom.
Okay.
So Nancy, how are you doing?
Yesterday was when we tried out the Zoom.
I'm doing
I
well.
wasn't streaming yesterday. It was just-
Okay. Did you have any questions for me regarding eyesight and eye health?
Yes, I do. So I found you a couple of
So,
months
Nancy-
ago
How are you doing?
and I placed my first order and I got the Revitalize
Okay. Do
and
you have any questions for me regarding eyesight?
You kind of have to not listen to the audio.
Okay,
Just
so
keep talking.
okay, I ordered the Revitalize and the 3070 blend.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't have anything real serious going on with my eyes, but I've had dry eye, a floater, and cataracts beginning to form.
To the audio.
So I've been using both the Revitalize and the 3070 twice a day for about a month. I'm not noticing any changes yet. And on your website, under the Q&A with the Revitalize, it said on there that a person could expect the stinging to lessen the longer that they use the Revitalize. And
Yes.
but I have not found that to be the case.
How many times a day are you using it?
Twice.
Okay. Did you do the initial 2 days just using the Revitalize multiple times a day for 2
Yes,
days?
yes, I did.
How many times a day did you use it in those 2 days?
I would say maybe 4 or 5 times.
Okay, here's what I'm going to suggest you do. Take the next 2 days, and what I want you to do is I want you to use the Revitalize 6 times in an hour. So in the morning, you're going to pick an hour. In the evening, you're going to pick an hour. And every 10 minutes, you're going to use the Revitalize.
Okay.
By the end of day 2, you're not going to have any more stinging from Revitalize.
Okay.
That is going to, it is this, when people have dry eye, there is this function where you've got to moisturize, like hyper moisturize the eye to
Okay.
really get it to hold on to the moisture, so that when you use it in the morning and then use it in the evening, that it holds that moisture for the whole day, so you don't get that big sting.
Okay.
The other thing that I'm going to recommend that you do to actually get movement on the issues that you're having is use the Revitalize and the 3070 in back to back in an hour, like 30 minutes apart. Use it, at the beginning of the hour and then at the half hour, or any time, it doesn't matter, but just 30 minutes apart in the same 60 minutes.
Okay, so twice a day, but say in the morning, the Revitalize, and then 30 minutes later, the 3070.
Nope, I want you to do the Revitalize and then the 3070 back to back, and then 30 minutes later, repeat.
Oh, okay, okay. Twice a day, but say in the morning. Got it. The Revitalize, and then 30 minutes later, 3070.
Nope, I want you to do the Revitalize.
Yeah, I got to figure out this feedback loop. I'll be working on that all night tonight.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I think that will help you get to the point where your eyes are moisturized and you don't, well, number one, you're not dealing with dry eye. Number two, you're not dealing with the sting. And number three, it'll increase the product in the eye to actually go ahead and break up those floaters.
Okay.
So I think,
All right.
I think that.
Yeah, and actually, I've noticed I believe an improvement in my vision, but I don't think it's been just over the last month. I actually quit wearing my glasses for driving a few months ago.
Yep.
But I noticed an improvement in my vision, and so I have an appointment with the optometrist Friday morning to just check my prescription.
Yeah, and you're probably, whatever you do, don't buy glasses this time,
A few months ago,
because in another month, your eyesight's going to get stronger and better, and you're going to need different glasses again.
Oh my goodness. Well, so here's the cool thing. I get benefits through the VA.
Uh-huh.
And so I can get a free pair of glasses.
Your eyesight's gonna get stronger.
You know.
That's fabulous. So yeah, you can handle that however you want to.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, you're going to
So-
see changes in your eyesight, positive changes in your eyesight. Wear your glasses as little as possible, and then even when you get new glasses,
That's fabulous. So, yeah. You can-
ask the doctor to
Yeah.
knock them down a couple of points.
Yeah, you're gonna.
So where you have 20/20 perfect vision, pull it back a couple of points, because your eyes are going to get stronger, and then you won't have to get new glasses right away. Like
Right.
your eyes will catch up, and then the glasses will be all of a sudden they'll be like, wow, this vision is really great.
Yeah, yeah.
You have 20/20
Yeah.
vision.
So I actually just placed another order about a week ago. So from what I understand, you make up all of the, formulas when you receive the order. Is that correct?
So we make product multiple times a week, but we don't store product, like we don't have product on the shelf for weeks at a time. We make it as pretty much as it's getting ordered. So if we get 30 orders, we make enough product to fill like 60 orders, and then we'll get another 30, and then all of that product's gone and we make more product. So we're on a rotation as the way it
Okay.
goes. The only way that we could do like Amazon shipping is to have hundreds of bottles of product available every single day.
Yeah.
And
So I do have one other question.
sure,
So I had read on your website that you should refrigerate the Revitalize.
yes. So revitalize, revitalize is water-based, so it's got water in it, it's got a preservative in it. The preservative starts to break down at 80 degrees
Your website
temperature.
you should.
As long as it's under 80 degrees in your home, you're good to go. But in the summer, I found that a lot of people were keeping it like in their car, they'd take it around with them. And then people that lived in different countries that did not necessarily have AC, their temperature would fluctuate and cause the product to actually go bad because the preservative would fail. So refrigerating those water-based products that we make just increases the longevity. It keeps them viable for an extended period of time.
Okay. Is it necessary to also refrigerate the 3070?
Not at all.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Just increases the longevity.
I love it.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much for your help tonight with trying to help me figure out what was going on. But it really was helpful to know how to put the
Not at all.
link in the chat.
Yeah.
So,
Well, something I would love to be able to join, your Zoom calls again in the future.
So much for your help.
yeah,
But it was interesting because I had no idea that you were going to be live tonight. I just happened to see it, right when you were going live.
that's awesome. That's awesome. So, and I haven't been live on YouTube very much at all. I'm actually moving my live streams to YouTube. And I want to use the Zoom because I want to be able to talk to people as opposed to just typing back and forth in the chat.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, and I haven't been live on YouTube.
So that's what's going to happen. And I'm going to get the technology straightened out so that we don't have the,
and
the feedback and the regurgitation. So it's a lot cleaner. But,
Yeah.
you
So,
know,
How long have you been doing this?
Yeah.
well, I've had the business for 7 years. I've had the eye drops for 3 years. And really, I guess it's 4 years now. But I've been using them the whole entire time because I had cataracts in both eyes, a severe cataract in my left eye and a moderate cataract in my right eye. And I was wearing 5X reading glasses. I was at the point where I could no longer drive. And, I couldn't use my computer or my phone very well because I couldn't read the fonts. It was challenging. And I couldn't afford cataract surgery. I didn't have insurance, so I'd be out of pocket for cataract surgery. Pretty much $5,000 per eye. And I started formulating when I found a post from Barbara O'Neill talking about castor oil and how it breaks up cataracts on the lens of the eye. And I started formulating and started using castor oil and DMSO. And within 3 months, the cataract on my right eye was completely dissolved. And then I had to do more work to figure out how to dissolve away the cataract on my left eye because it was calcified. It was a very thick cataract. And But once I figured it out, it was only 9 more months, and then that cataract was
On
gone.
my right eye was completely.
A whole lot about the fastest, best way to get this clear cataracts off the lens of the eye using castor oil and DMSO.
That's awesome.
It's been a pretty phenomenal ride, and a lot of people have gotten a lot of benefit using the products from some very serious issues in the eye. So it's been a great journey, and I've loved every second of it. And I'm excited whenever somebody calls me and says, guess what? I had a customer call me this afternoon and say that she went to the optometrist, or no, ophthalmologist on Thursday, and she's got diabetic retinopathy and macular edema. And there was no sign of the macular edema in the eye. There was no sign of bleeding in the eye from the diabetic retinopathy. And her one eye was completely healthy. The other eye, the doctor still wanted to do surgery, although he did say it's getting better, like it's really starting to heal up, but I think you still need to do surgery.
Sign of bleeding.
Wow.
So it was an exciting phone call. You know, it's just the changes that people are getting are significant, and it really does give them back a certain level of operation with their eyesight.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and for me, it was a big deal. You know, I can drive again. I can see just fine looking at my phone, looking at my laptop, reading a book.
Really does.
Yeah. You know, in the last year, I had 3 or 4 times where I'm not even sure how to describe it,
I could drive
but
again.
kind of like these bright flashes
Mhm.
in my eyes. But I mean, it's been a year since I've been to the optometrist, and so I mean, I wasn't experiencing it at that time. So I hadn't even said anything to any doctors or anything,
Right.
but I have not had an episode of that since November. So the fact that it hasn't happened again, that's really encouraging.
That's fantastic. And a lot of that probably has to do with the revitalize and the moisture.
Yeah.
So, and often those flashes can be signs that the retina has a tear or the retina is detaching. So it could be a pretty significant finding, but to notice that it's not happening anymore after just a couple of months of using the product, that's fabulous.
Yeah, so I've actually only been on the products for 1 month.
Okay.
So yeah, it was the 5th of last month that I got the drops and started using them.
Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous.
So fabulous. Yeah, so I've actually only been on the products for 1 month.
Okay.
So yeah, it was the 5th of last month that I got the drops and started using them.
Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous.
It's so funny listening. I'm talking and I'm listening to myself talk after I talk. It's so odd. But I know it has something to do with not having I don't know, speakers or something tied up in with my laptop. I've got to figure out what speakers are listening and playing back.
But I know it has something to do with not having
Okay.
I love technology, right? I mean, once you get it figured out, it's great,
Yes. Yeah, but it's the figuring out that makes you want to, throw your laptop through the wall. Part that drives me absolutely crazy. The other thing I can't see right now is the chat. I can't see if there's anybody else in the chat.
Yes. Yeah, but it's the figuring out that makes you want to, throw your laptop through the wall.
I don't think there is.
Okay.
Part that drives me absolutely crazy. The other thing I can't see right now is the chat. I can't see if there's anybody else in the chat.
Because the thing is, somebody else would have popped up. It would have showed, I think, multiple. Oh, under participants, I believe. I think it's under participants.
Well, participants in the Zoom is different than people in
Oh,
the
you're talking
chat.
about on the YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
It would have showed, I think, multiple. Let's see. Grab my other phone. Okay, yeah. So,
Participants in the.
okay, so it's showing that it's 8 people, I believe, on
Oh,
the YouTube.
excellent.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just that little. Grab my other phone. Okay, yeah. I think it might be just counting up the different comments. Let's see here. One, two. Showing that it's 8 people, I believe. Okay, it might be just tallying up the comments.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see if I can. Oh, no, I see it. So if you go, you would have to go out of the live chat portion where you type. And if you go to the main part of the YouTube where it's streaming, it shows that it's 5 people watching. Tallying up the comments.
So let me see how I can.
No, I see it. So if you go, you would have to go out of the live chat portion where you type. And if you go to the main part of the YouTube where it's streaming, it shows that it's 5 people.
It's so
Or
cool
if you
just
go
to be able
under
to.
description will also show how many viewers.
Let me see how I can.
Oh, we went up to 7 from 5. Yay. Go under
It's so cool just to be able to.
so I mean description will also. Oh, we went up to 7, 5. Yay.
Okay. I'm trying to, so I don't think I see any other messages,
No,
which is good. Nancy, how easy was it for you to use the Zoom link in the chat? Like how easy was that?
It was perfect.
Excellent.
So I don't think.
Excellent.
Messages.
And I wonder if they're
Ooh, and
gonna
I just figured
always.
out how to pin the message. So now everybody, I just figured something out.
Woohoo!
In the chat.
Okay.
That's fabulous. So we can do that going forward.
Yes, and you would probably want it, well, if it allows you to, maybe put in there what that link is. If you would like to come up and chat or something like that, click this Zoom link. I don't know.
Fabulous.
Is the member ID static or is that going to change each time?
You would probably want.
No, it's going to be a static link. So this
Okay.
link will be the link for the meeting every single time.
Okay, nice.
So we don't have to beat ourselves up with
Right.
that piece of the puzzle.
Right. One
This
issue solved,
is
several more
exciting.
to go.
Huh?
I said one issue solved, several more to go.
Well, it's kind of like playing softball. You just got to throw it in one pitch at a time, man. One pitch at a time.
Right. Okay, awesome.
I'm excited though. This is going to be good, and it's going to be functional, so we can be on live on YouTube, live on YouTube.
Exactly.
I just figured out I messed something up on the website yesterday when I was
Uh,
futzing around with it.
And thank you, Nancy, for coming up and having a chat.
No, Nancy, thank you so much. And thank you for being a customer. And I want you to come back in 2 weeks and let me know how things are going with your eyes after doing the 6 times an hour with the Revitalize. because I really think that's going to make a difference.
Oh, it's gonna make a big difference. Once we get them thirsty eyes rehydrated and moisturized, ooh, yeah.
100%.
With your eyes after doing the 6 times an hour with the Revitalize.
I'm gonna use that
Oh, it's gonna make a big
statement, Coco.
Once we get
Thirsty
them
eyes.
thirsty eyes, yes.
So how will I know when you're going live again?
So I'm going to be live on YouTube from 6 to 8 p.m. on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. I know. So live again. So you're not going to be on Zoom?
So I'm gonna be live on YouTube.
No, I will be on Zoom. I'll be on Zoom each time.
Tuesday, Wednesday. and
Okay, so then are you going to put the Zoom link again in the chat on YouTube?
Yes, I am.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So you can come up and have a chat anytime.
Okay.
No, I will be on Zoom. I'll be on Zoom.
This is nice. This is great because
Okay.
take care of
Again?
our non-TikTok and non-IG
Perfect.
Yeah.
guests
Yeah,
that want to come up
exactly.
and have a conversation.
Exactly.
Okay.
Nancy, do you want to hang out on the Zoom, or are you good?
No, I'm good.
This is great.
Okay, excellent.
Take care of our non-TikTok.
Can I
and
just ask you something real quick?
Sure.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm perfectly clear on the instructions that you gave me. So I understand you said with the revitalized for the next 2 days to put a drop in every 10 minutes for an hour. So it'd be 6 times an hour, both morning and night.
Correct.
Okay. And then you also said, after that, to do the, revitalize and then wait 30 minutes, excuse me, the revitalize and the 30-70, and then wait 30 minutes, repeat it. Okay. And then now, am I doing that also twice a day?
Yes.
Okay. For how long? And then wait 30 minutes.
So I'd like you to do that for 30 days.
Okay. All right.
And then you can drop down probably to twice a day after
Okay.
30 days.
All right. Now,
Perfect.
that also twice a day?
Yes.
And just let me know how, you can ask me anytime how you're, if your eyes are not feeling great, if your eyes are getting all the benefit and you're like, you know what, I don't see floaters anymore and I don't have dry eye anymore and I'm good. And it's day 27 because I can say, okay, it's time for you to be in a maintenance mode. Drop it down to once every other day.
Okay.
Your eyes are not.
All right, perfect.
Your eyes are getting all the benefit.
Excellent, marvelous, wonderful.
Dry eye anymore. I'm good. It's day 27. As I can say,
I'm excited for you.
time for you to be in a maintenance mode, drop it down to once every other day.
Okay. Now, what you just said about dropping down into the maintenance mode, is that for the revitalize or, because I'm still working on getting rid of a floater and the beginnings of cataracts.
So you don't want to go into maintenance mode until you've solved all those bigger issues.
Right. About dropping down into maintenance mode. Is that for the revitalize?
So as soon as your eyes are cataract free, floater free, dry eye free, that's when you think about going into, all right, I don't need to do this.
I'm not even sure how I would know about the cataract because I never noticed anything as far as my vision. It's just when I went for my optometry appointment last September, they told me I had the beginnings of cataracts.
Yeah, well, you'll know because they'll probably, tell you, oh, I don't see any cataracts anymore. Things are looking great.
Yeah.
So when the floaters are gone and you don't have any dry eye symptoms anymore, that's the time to go back to your optometrist and be like, I just need you to check my eyes and see how things are looking.
They'll probably,
Okay.
tell you, oh, I don't
And then
think
they'll be like, oh, I don't see any cataracts. I'm not, your eyes aren't as dry as they used to be.
you don't have any
Yeah.
eye symptoms.
Everything's looking really good. They look
That's the time to
healthy.
go back
So
to your optometrist
whatever you're doing is working for you.
and see how-
Yep.
They'll probably,
Okay.
tell you, oh, and then they'll be like,
That's just the
I don't see any cataracts.
use that methodology and move in a forward direction, and it'll be awesome.
I think it's funny how, a lot of times the doctors will say, whatever you're doing, keep doing it, right? But they don't want to know what you're doing.
No, 100%. 100%. And they would never tell another patient to do what you're doing, even though you're getting benefit.
Yeah. Doctors will say, whatever.
Well, I always say doctors need patients, so they're not looking to make everybody healthy. They're looking
Oh.
to make everybody able to come back.
100%.
Oh, yeah,
And they
yeah.
would never tell another patient what you're doing, even though you're getting benefit.
It's a ridiculous premise, but
Well, I always say doctors who
what we got to deal with.
they're not looking to make everybody healthy. They're looking to make everybody able to come back.
Oh, yeah.
They would never tell another patient what you're doing, even though you're getting benefit.
This is what it is.
So are you in Georgia?
Yes, I'm in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
What we gotta deal with. They're not looking to make everybody healthy. They're looking to make everybody able to come back.
And I love that we migrated. We moved to Atlanta in August of 2025.
Yeah, some of that way.
And it's been just a wonderful situation that we were able to make that happen.
I'm in Michigan, where it's cold.
It's too cold. I lived in Michigan for a little while when I was a kid. And I remember this one memory. We had horses, right? And we lived on this, huge piece of property with a big ravine and the whole 9 yards. And it snowed like a Michigan snow, like a serious snow.
I remember
And my dad thought there was a deer in
we lived
a
on
horse pen.
huge piece of property. with
We had this open area pen where they could come out of their stalls and just, move around. And he's like, that's a deer. I'm gonna shoot it. And we were all like, no, don't kill it, don't do that. And he's like, no, it's a deer. That's it's easy hunt. They're right there. And he got his gun, loaded it. He's all excited about shooting this deer, and the head came up, and it was my horse. And I'm like, oh my God. Don't do that. I didn't want to kill your horse.
He got his gun loaded.
I thought it was a deer, and I'm like, what kind of deer is the size of a horse? Like, what kind of deer are you talking about? Then I saw a couple of deer, and they're huge.
Wow.
Don't do that.
They were just huge. I was like, okay, I kind of get your point, but no.
Yeah. Yeah.
So after that, the rule was set that there would be no shooting anywhere near the horse stalls, no
Yeah.
matter what was in there.
Well, I'm gonna have to jump off because I need to get in bed early, getting up early in the morning. Got stuff to do.
After that,
Excellent. I appreciate you hanging out. I truly do. I appreciate all of your help because Lord knows we needed it.
What was in it?
So
Yeah.
thank you. And I'll drop you down.
Okay. Do you see where I have the BCB up?
Where?
Well, it's not up, but I'm trying to get onto the Zoom from my other phone.
Oh, and I'm going to change my background so I have the same background that's on when I'm live on TikTok.
Yes.
So that'll let everybody know that, I'm here.
Exactly.
I'm here. And the eyesight conversation is the conversation. So just for the people that are listening, because there are a few people that are on the live, even, and I hope you're being entertained by my inability to figure out the technology. Although I do have to say, now that Nancy's dropped, we don't have the feedback anymore.
Right.
I wonder what that is. Hi.
Hi, Mimi.
Hi,
Aw.
It's me.
yes, it's
Daisy.
Seiji on the screen too. There's Coco. You want to say hi to Coco?
Coco. I
Hello,
sing
Seiji. Hello, Seiji.
Coco.
Yeah, that's Coco.
Okay,
Coco.
You gonna go to bed?
give Mimi kiss kiss.
Give me a big kiss.
Water.
Seiji had a question for you, Mimi.
What's that?
We got some ice cream and Seiji wanted to know if tomorrow she can have a bite with you since you're busy right now.
Yes, of course. We will have ice cream in the morning, okay? Yeah, just like yesterday when you brought the ice cream to me and said,
Yeah,
I want a bite.
no, and I'm gonna say this right now. Never let her eat my ice cream at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Well, here,
please.
I'm gonna say this right now. Come downstairs when she's downstairs and that won't be a
First of
problem.
all, that wasn't my fault.
No fault.
I got you Sicilian pistachio.
Okay.
You said that's what sounded good.
No, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Seiji,
I'm just
Put
looking
down the
for,
water.
I think I overwrote the image that you had of the person on the bridge. And I gotta
Yeah,
find
I seen that. I'm like, am I tripping?
Hi,
Because I
Coco.
asked her, hello, Seiji.
All right, Seiji, baby, come on. It's time to go to bed.
Daddy. Meowie, meowie, meowie.
it's but a dream.
Dream.
No, we'll do Adam Levine tomorrow. Come on, baby. What is that? Oh,
Hey, I won't go down. I really love it. But me now. Okay. Hey, hey, look at me.
Imitating you. Okay.
I here. I me. Hello,
Yeah, ho, ho, ho.
Papa. Me.
My little singer.
Me.
All
come
right.
on, baby.
You are.
Hey, you gotta go with
Come
my.
on, Seiji Spears.
Yeah, exactly. Seiji Swift.
Love
Love
you.
you too. Thanks. Oh my gosh. You couldn't pick a better kid. You couldn't pick a better kid. She's just amazing.
Aw,
Oh my gosh. She loves that song. Thank you, Adam Levine, for giving my granddaughter a song she loves to sing.
all right. Oh my goodness.
All right, I got the picture. Wait, what did it do?
And we did not put, um, we didn't put on the TikTok that we were going to be live.
I didn't want to put it on TikTok until for next week because I don't want to have
Okay.
a bunch of people on and then not be able to, make it all work.
Right. Working through the technical
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, so it makes it nice to be able to get on and you and I just figure out from a technical standpoint what exactly is going on.
Yeah.
And then get it knocked out.
Right.
So, and I think I need to add speakers. I am
Well, it
interested
said
in,
headphone or speakers, I believe.
huh?
It did say, I guess, like headphones or speakers.
Yeah. I need to add,
Mhm.
headphones. Um, but I'm wondering if there's like, I need to have when people join, they need to
I want to do, they need to have speakers too. I mean, headphones
No,
or something.
but they need to join on a device that's not, maybe not a cell phone. I don't know.
Hmm, okay. But I would think it would give the same reaction, like whatever you did, it stopped the feedback. So, or the
All I did
double, the
was
loop.
drop Nancy. I didn't do anything else.
We need somebody else to call in and test it.
No, 100%. Like, yeah, we're gonna have to do this a few times to.
Yeah. I was gonna say, ask Lily to call into the Zoom or get into the Zoom. See if that makes
Yeah,
a difference.
I'm absolutely gonna have her test it with me tomorrow.
Yeah. Uh, can do you see where I'm waiting? It says host has joined. We've let them know you're here. I'm trying to get in under the Bearcat Body Support on the Zoom
Oh, okay, hang on. So,
because the Zoom that I'm on right now is connected to Wi-Fi.
okay, okay. All right. I just
Okay,
admitted you.
so let me drop that down then.
Okay. All the stuff we gotta figure out.
Okay.
So now, how are we gonna see the chat? That's the only other thing. The only other thing, okay. So on my phone, I can click on live chat and I can see the chat. And I think
Yeah.
that's the only way that it's gonna work out well, is to have the chat up on my phone instead of,
Oh yeah, and you can always just turn down the volume if you need to because there's no need to hear yourself on the YouTube.
right, yeah, no, that's what I did, is I turned my volume down on the phone. So I'm connected to the chat on YouTube, and I don't want the chat on, I gotta turn off the chat on Zoom, because if anybody's, if I have multiple people on the Zoom, I don't want anyone trying to use the chat to get,
Oh yeah. That's true.
so I gotta figure out how to turn the chat off on the Zoom call. All right. And I can do breakout rooms. So if there's people that want to talk, for an eye or surgeries or whatever, I can create a breakout room and move them off to their own space
Right.
and then bring them back whenever. It's awesome. So I'd like to use this too. My hair came out pretty good today.
I see you. I see you.
I'm looking at it, I'm like, it doesn't look bad. You didn't do too bad. Um, I'd like to use this to do like an open forum, like how can Bearcat Body get better? And invite some customers to come have an open conversation.
A hard time hearing you. 1 second. I'm walking and it's windy and I can't hear as good
Okay,
with my
well,
earphones. So,
it's okay.
okay.
Like right now, it's 7:32 and I'm probably gonna end, we don't have anybody up, and I'm gonna end a little early because I'm gonna be on live on TikTok at 9. Um,
Okay, now I can hear you
and
better. You said you were going to end early?
yeah, because there's no need for us to just sit here and talk to each other, and I don't have the headphones that I need for the live stream. I'm going to do
Right.
some more research and find out where that feedback was coming from. Because it sounds like it's actually solved itself at this particular moment. I'm going to actually turn up the volume on my phone and see if it. See, I'm going to do some research and find out where that feedback was coming from. Because it sounds like it's actually solved itself at this particular moment. I'm gonna actually turn up the volume on my phone and see if it. Okay, that's what it is. It's an open speaker that's feeding back into the Zoom. So, like, I think when Nancy was on,
Mhm.
she came on the live on and kept her YouTube page open.
Mm,
So the YouTube page was hearing the Zoom call.
okay.
Like back in the day when you used to put two phones together for people to talk.
Right. Because we didn't have the three-way function. Yep, I remember.
100%. But that's really what's happening is the speaker from the other, you know, the other system is picking up the talking to the opposite system.
Okay, so we just got to remind guests to
Mute your
turn it off or
YouTube
something.
if
Yeah,
you're coming on to the Zoom, mute the YouTube page.
right.
Yeah, because otherwise it's picking it up and then feeding it back into. But that's an easy fix. And that means maybe I don't need headphones, which I hate.
Exactly.
I hate them
Exactly.
because the ones that fit in your ear, they don't fit because I got tiny ears. I got little ears and they don't fit right and they are annoying and they become painful after about 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What they call it, ear fatigue.
Yeah, and my ears were never tired before and I've done all kinds of things. So why am I fatiguing my ears with technology? That's ridiculous.
Right.
So yeah, that's I don't like headphones without a doubt. So if we can do this and just note that I might actually put that on the background
Mhm.
because I got to edit the background. Excuse me. I got to edit the background anyway to take out the link in bio and other nonsense that's TikTok oriented.
Right. Right.
And just say, please mute your YouTube stream. Like if they're joining the Zoom link.
Yes, and then let them know when you pin it that you come up and chat through Zoom. Here's the link. Just something so they'll
Yeah,
know what that link
exactly.
is.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it's going to be pinned. Here's how you get to it, and it's pinned, and you can join, and that's the end of that. And it's going to be awesome. I was trying to figure out a way to actually make a post in TikTok that took people to the Zoom. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
I
I
mean,
don't know that there's a way to do that.
I guess I don't know if you've seen the pictures that I sent to your DM. I can definitely update it and add the member ID number for the Zoom on there.
What pictures?
Oh, you didn't see it. Just about this particular session, and the brain just went. Oh, and the new time for the TikTok lives.
Oh, okay.
It was just something I kind of created this morning. Well, kind of last night because I dozed off in the middle of doing it. Didn't realize I dozed off, but but I
Dude,
finished it this morning.
we got to get you on a sleep schedule.
I know, I know. Maybe me and Ashwagandha will have a conversation tonight.
Honey, me and Ashwagandha, we speaking the same language. Speaking the same language night after night.
Yes, love it, love it.
I hear all the lullabies I sang to Sage, Ashwagandha is singing to me. Just close your eyes.
Right.
I'm like, this is valuable.
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely.
And I thank you for all of the information that you gave me on the herbs.
Oh, you're
Or
welcome. You're welcome.
and I think what I'm gonna try and do is I told my cousin,
Mhm.
'cause I'm like, do you think he would have a like an in-depth phone conversation with another man
Right. I
that
think he'll be more willing to listen. Um, because men they know how to dialect the D word dot yeah, they know how to talk to each other.
they know how to talk to each other.
Yes.
So, and I told her, I said, the other thing I'll do is if he's not willing,
Mhm.
I'm gonna recruit him to be my other set of ears. And what I'm gonna do is schedule a call with your bae. I'll pay the $100, and schedule that call and have him be like, what did you hear him say? Um,
Exactly. That's okay. Yeah. No, because how they say women are from Venus, men are from Mars, or the other way around, and we just hear things differently.
yes, we hear things differently, but that would prompt him because I'm dealing with some edema, but you know what I mean? Like it would maybe prompt him to want to have the call and have ask some more in-depth questions when he hears a man telling,
Exactly.
the
Because
whole
he's
story.
probably only giving you the diagnosis based on what is currently going on, but that doesn't mean that there's not other things
No,
that he has
100%.
issues
And
with.
I'm sure he's not telling his wife
Right,
the whole
right.
truth either.
Exactly, because I already know off the top of my head what other issue he may have. I know two, maybe three things off the top of
Right.
my head that he has issues with. And that's
Yeah.
just based on the severity of what he
Going to
has
the
going on right
hospital and them draining 40
now.
pounds of water
Right.
off your body.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly. So he'll get the perspective of a nurse, also the perspective of
An
um,
herbalist.
a herbalist. Yes. So
Yes.
he'll get the best of both worlds.
No, and I think that's absolutely fabulous. And I think it's the easiest way to get him convinced of what's being said to him. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And
Is
the other thing to it is he doesn't just talk. He doesn't have the. I'm sorry. I must need a snack. Good grief. Can give me words
my
out.
brain has left the building.
Yes, it has. But he can touch on the not just the men health, but the female health. And you would think, most even in a even for a doctor, sometimes they don't understand the language, but he's very in tune of the whole aspect of the woman as well to be able to assist them as well is what I was trying to say.
Right. No, and my cousin, so his wife, who
Mhm.
is my cousin, um,
See, you need a snack too.
is, I know, she's a cancer survivor.
Oh, wow.
And so he needs to be cognizant of the fact that he's adding stress to her
Exactly.
and what that means to her body. Like you can't stress her
Right.
out.
Exactly. Because she could start having issues, not, I mean, just mental stress can present in a physical way
No,
where
100%.
her body will start breaking down. Not that she's suffering from any particular dis-ease or anything. It's just, yeah, yeah. And then she's already in a stressful profession as well. So, yeah, that can take a toll.
Yeah, she's an executive at the CDC and she's a nurse.
See, yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. And and you got the man that you love is got health issues.
Exactly.
So,
But yeah,
yeah,
let's definitely have a conversation. And like I said, the consultation will is not consultation plus herb, is that consultation will deduct from whatever herbs you purchase. So
right.
yeah.
No, and
And I think it's
I don't
worth
care
it.
either way because I
Yeah.
want the consultation, but I also like I'm scheming because I'm like, how do I get him to
Right,
yeah,
right, right. I think this is the perfect situation.
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And they're like 30 minutes away. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
not
cool.
difficult at all.
Right, right, right. Yeah, that would definitely be awesome. I'll let them
Okay,
know
I think we've
and
solved
get it
all of
set
our
up.
problems,
Mhm.
as far as what we're going to do and how we're going to do this live stream. And we'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time and, picking up the slack, and I'll have a different background where the bird doesn't feel like it's flying out of my head. Like I keep moving my head because I'm like, what is that?
Exactly. So for anyone watching that also has TikTok, join us at 9 p.m. Eastern Time at bearcatbody.com, where we'll talk about eye care. And actually, we'll
Eyesight and
talk
eye
about
health.
exactly. And we can also talk about other products as well that Bearcat Body
No,
has available.
100%, 100%, 100%. Because
Right.
all weekend, my lives on TikTok are going to be about um, pain care and oral care, you know. And at some point, I want to talk about the deodorant because
Yes.
I really want young women to get involved in natural deodorants and deodorants that you can put on your body using your own hands because we should be feeling our lymph nodes. We should be feeling, our underarms and beside
Exactly.
our breasts so that we're not surprised that something's there
Exactly.
that shouldn't be there.
And we need to have conversations about the lymphatic system because that's another key thing when it comes to body odor as well.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
yeah, this is a whole holistic journey. So yeah, I'm
it
here for it.
is. It is. And it's a shame it took me 61 years.
And it's okay, but you're here.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Right.
All right, let's
Oh,
call it done.
yep. Let's call
And
it done. And
I
I will see
will
you at 9 p.m. Eastern.
see you at 9 p.m. Thanks so much. Appreciate you.
No worries. Talk to you soon.
Bye.